Hello racers, and welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to do a deep dive on the Losi Nascar brush motor. We're going to compare a brand new 380 size brush motor and compare that to a well used and loved brush motor that has been through the break-in process, been through a season of racing, and we're going to do a deep dive and do an autopsy on the junk. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's take a look at this brand new NASCAR motor. Out of the box, out of the bag, I guess, untouched. Let's put it under the scope, see what we can see. So, under the scope, here we go. We can see the brush. We can see the nice, shiny commutator there attached to the armature. And when the brush spins, let me just spin it here, you can see the contact to the brush. Now let me just zoom in. Maybe it's easier to see the shape of the brush. Here we go. Now you can see the shape of the brush is a little bit unusual. There's the one on the right side, and here you can see the one on the left. You press pause if you need to, but you can see the copper is perfect. No marks, no run-in. Everything's exactly as you would expect. Now, let's just talk about the shape of that brush that we saw. Now, the shape of the brush itself, let's just zoom out a bit so we can. You can see the shape of the brush was a square with these two triangles on the ends. And when we used the scope to look at that, we saw that those two triangles were just touching the edge of the commutator. So to properly break in the motor, what you would have to do, and I just drew a little profile, as you can see the triangular edge is that top, the little dashity line is the body. And to properly break it in, you would have to wear that triangular edge right down, plus some of the body. And you can even see there's little corners that wouldn't be broken in on the surface. So let's compare that to a well-loved, well-used motor that had been through about a season of racing. And this one here was taken apart. It's given its life to racing. And let's take a real quick look here. You can see that the brushes themselves, that little triangular part has been worn off, and the brushes are worn down, but you can see they're very short. Now, as the brushes wear down, it is wearing the commutator on the motor. So here we have the motor. Here is the commutator, and you can see it's all shimmed on the end where the brushes are. But look at the wear. Look at the wear that we can see. Let's just take a look at that under the scope so we can learn what these type of things look like if you could see in there close. First thing you should notice is that the coloring is not that shiny copper anymore. It's quite yellow. And that yellow is just from heat. It's been kind of heated up and worn in. You can see right there, there's a patch of discoloration where the brushes have arced. And the motor would be spinning this way, and you can see that arcing part going by. See that? So this poor little motor was all discolored and basically worn out by the end of it. So there you have it. I hope you liked taking a look at the insides of these motors, the brand new one versus the well-worn one. I think the takeaway there that we learned was that with the shape of these brushes, with those two points that just touch that commutator, these motors really do need broken in to get as much power through that motor as possible. And what we also learned is once it is broken in, you gotta keep an eye, be sure that they don't wear out, or keep an eye that they're wearing nicely, and that once they're wore out, like we saw this little motor where it turned all yellow inside and was all kind of arced to death, then that's time to replace it. So I do have more motor specific videos in the can. Like, if you like this type of thing, comment, let me know what types of things you want reviewed, and subscribe so you can get notified when the next videos come out. We're going to be doing a little series on Losi motor breakdown. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.